All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have the microphone on. Welcome, everyone. I'm glad to have you all on board today. I am DrFox2000, and you are watching Volcano X live stream. I guess that's the new name we're going to go with. And I'll have to do some fixing up there later with all the name stuff. And thank you for those people saying, here H. Okay, Piggy. Lucas says, hi, Dr. Fox, I hear you. And of course, One Fish as well. And Sophie. And Sarah waves hi at Doc. Okay, welcome everyone. I'm glad to have you there. And Poppet helping me type. Ah, okay. I guess you're holding all the plates and the coleslaw for everybody. Okay. Hey, we just got to get Mark La Barbecue in here. He's got the big barbecue we can borrow. Anyway, as we get started here on our show today, of course, on the screen, Popocatépetl down in Mexico, puffing like crazy. And it's been doing that for a little while, so we like that. Anyway, okay, Colin Deadman says, I'm here, Dr. Fox. Welcome to the cookout. Colin Deadman. That doesn't look like Mark La Barbecue. But you'll do if you got a big cooker, big grill that we can throw that on. Oh, hey, Irish Monk will. He says, wow, another $2 super or €2 super chat. Irish Monk, you're going to get, is it Mrs. Irish is going to get you if you don't watch out. But thank you kindly. Really do appreciate that €2 super chat. And thanks for the support. Okay, let's carry on with things. Of course, Popo doing its thing, and we all love it. First, welcome to my moderators, Arizona Snowman and Piggy, both in the house. And Piggy isn't sleeping today, which is really nice. But it was actually nice that she did fall asleep, and I really don't mind if she does. You know, if she misses a day or two or something because she's fallen asleep, let her sleep. Anyway, first person in today, and of course it is difficult to guess who that might have been. He doesn't have any cookies left, and he's desperate, and he's getting in here, and there's his cookies. Oh, here comes some steak sauce. Wow, Linda, that is awesome. Super chat. Linda, there we go, and write that down, and that is awesome for steak sauce. That's excellent. We'll definitely be able to do something with that. All right. Okay, so let's see. Did I miss anything in there? No. Mrs. Irish and me are having a four-way conversation in 3 languages, and all I want is peace. Only 3 languages? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyway, I'm trying to get that because this is carried over from the other channel, so that's a little bit of fun here. And for those who may have missed it, is you don't call Mrs. Irish, you don't call her Mrs. Monk. Apparently she doesn't like it. And that poor dog is going to have to move out of his doghouse so Irish Monk can sleep there. Oh, at least that's the thing that I'm getting here. But anyway, let's get on with it, and welcome everyone. It is April the 12th today, and we are not seeing too much action around, but we do have some stuff going on. And on the screen, of course, Popocatépetl doing a little bit of puffing, and not too much else that we can report. We'll get into it though, and we do have a little bit of stuff here that we want to look at and keep everybody happy with. So we'll try to get things happening. And I will say hello to everyone in the chat now. So I'm going to start out with Tom is back, as well as Trev T, Kananaska's Country. Juliet is back in the house. Welcome. Sophie is here. Kate is here. Linda, of course. Grandma B also made it in. Great Film 3 also here. Sue Hayes. Henry Nelson. And let's go up a little more and see who else I missed. Did I say Juliet already? I don't know if I did or not. Oops. Oh, yeah. We got Kate. We got Colin Deadman. And going up some more. To see who else I may have missed. Karen is back in the house. Welcome. And Kate is here. Good to have you back there, Kate. And of course, Irish Monk is here. Bloxyman 22 or 22 also here. And welcome back. Going up some more to see who else made it in. Tetra, I see you there. And I'm doing very well. Thank you. And the doctor even said I'm doing well. I had a doctor's appointment today, so all good. Anyway, Echo the Bot is here as well, and welcome back. Sandra Rockland made it in. Good to have you back on board, Sandra. Tony Flabby is here, and who else? We got Colin already. We got Sandra already. Going up some more. What? Who is giving Poppet the raw steak? Don't do that, Tetra. Those are good steaks. Poppet might start fighting with the other animals if they get on the ball with what's going on there. So, all right. Gura is also back in the house. Well, welcome, Gura from Sweden. Glad to have you on board. Going up a little bit more, I see, let's see, Juliet. Oh, One Fish is in the house. Good to see you there, One Fish. And going up some more, we got Juliet, we got Tony, Sue, and let's see who else we can see in here. Going up the list pretty quick here. A lot of repeats in the names, but like I always say, that is good. Hey, Burger's back as well, and James Bong. Welcome, you guys. Glad to have you back. And going up the ladder a little bit more here to see if I've missed anyone, and I think I got most of you. A lot of good names in there, but yeah, I'm right up to the top there. Don't see anybody else. We did get Henry Nelson, so I think we're all good. Okay, back to the bottom, and I'm sure I'll see a few more down there. I did say Kananaska's Country, so and One Fish also. We got you there. And just double checking to see if I missed anybody on the bottom. I think most of you made it in here, like Dodger and all. And good to see you. All Lavaliers. All right, Karen. That's probably a little typo. I know that B is awful close to the V. Happens to me too. And no worries. Okay, I think we're good with names for right now. I'm sure it'll pick up a little bit more as we get into this. Such a welcome excitement for volcanoes. And yeah, you bet. Brian also made it in. Perfectability 999. Good to have you on board. Oh, Serotonin also snuck in the door. Welcome back. And Nancy Buchanan is also here. And very good evening. Glad to have you back. All right. Let's carry on with what we're seeing, and we'll try to get back to the first thing. I just figured I'd throw Popocatépetl on there because it was puffing out that grayish smoke, and it was kind of interesting. Here's the backside view of it. Really dirty back there because that's where all the smoke is going, and that's back to the front side, or what we call the front side, the better picture. but it does look like it is doing stuff. Very, very little snow left on it, which is really, really nice. I'm happy to see that. Hey, spreading the mining love. Ooh, perfectibility. Oh boy, perfectibility. 999. There we go. Thank you kindly for that wonderful $3 super chat. Love the support. And excellent. Thank you. All right, we'll carry on here. And I want to get over. Where do I want to go? I know where I want to go. I want to go back to Etna. Let's pop back over to Sicily, and there is Etna. That is what we're seeing today. And again, we're still seeing the smoke coming out of the back area there. Definitely not being quiet. Well, it may be quiet, but definitely not being lifeless. We definitely see signs of activity. A little bit different shot from the other side. You can see it throwing that smoke out up top here, and the other plume as well. So this one over here is that bigger plume. This is right up at the top. It's a lot less coming off of it, but I'm loving what I see. A nice clear weather, and those people probably are enjoying that, thinking, yay, all that white stuff's gonna melt finally. That would be nice. And let's carry on to the next one. Hey, why is that buffering? How about that? That'll work. And of course, there you can see the puffs of steam and smoke coming off of there. Snow line really, really high now. Hopefully, it'll melt a little bit more in another day or two. This one, of course, is at night. If we back that up a little bit. That's our self view, and there it is, and that doesn't look too bad. A lot drier, a lot nicer looking there than it was before, so not too bad all around. And let's see, okay, we've looked at that, so we're okay with Etna, and I want to go over, let's see, we'll go in this one here and see what we can come up with. All right, back to there. I'm just getting things fixed up here so we can actually see our wonderful volcano in the daylight. Whoops. Oh yeah, sure, just in time. It's better that it does it just right now. It's refreshing while we're doing our thing, so of course I had it just right. So okay, there we go. I've got it set. Let's go over to Iceland. There we are, instantly from one location to another, really, really quickly, almost faster than the speed of light. Anyway, there's Ragnar, for those who are not familiar with the actual cone and crater. That is where it is sitting in Geldingadalur in the valley. Looks like a beautiful day. More of that snow here has melted as well, and that is nice to see. We do see the trail going up there, and in this particular shot we don't see any bodies, but I'm sure if we kind of look and watch when we go ahead in time here, we see people starting to wander in, and you'll see there they are, they're going. There's some more right behind them, so definitely still things happening there. And I don't know if these were choppers flying in unison, or if they were spots or bugs on the screen. I don't know. Anybody knows, let me know. So pretty cool. And we will continue just to roll through. You can see a whole bunch more bodies now trucking along there, so look pretty good. And then it got back into the darkness, so I'm backing it up a little bit to the lighter portions of the day, like right about there. We'll slide over and just have a look at the other side of the valley here, and that looked not too bad. And of course, there's the path that it took when it went down into Nathagi Valley, and that was that other little streamer that we had that never did build up. I thought it would probably get a little bit bigger in the future, but it didn't. I guess this is too low here and took most of the weight away. But we also did have another streamer over there when it tried to pour down, but it didn't make it very far. So that's all good. Anyway, still seeing the big cracks and stuff in here, and not seeing the cracks that were under here so much, and that kind of makes me wonder because we did see very large openings here before, so this material might be pushing down on it and actually closing up those cracks of some sort, but we'll see what happens in the future if we see more activity. Anyway, let's pop over to the other shots. Of course, this one already, it is getting dark there, by the way, so that's what the weather is like right now. And I'm scrolling back in time as far as getting back to the earlier portions of the day. You see people there too. Parking lot is fairly busy, and that tells you there, that's the beginning, and then you can see how it built up as far as people in there. So looks pretty awesome, and we know people were enjoying the day, obviously. There's the berm down there, end of the lava flow, Not Haggy Valley, and if we slide all the way over and down, we can see that lava flow in there. That's all sitting there cooling off. So I'm assuming that it's still hot underneath in some areas there, but I still would not risk going on it. And we'll leave it at that. I don't know what's wrong with the other camera. I tried to get it to work again, and that's the one that's over on the big RAM, and that one is no longer functioning for me. So we'll work on that later on in life. And let me see, because I have not refreshed this. I'm going to refresh it and peek before I tell you anything. I'm peeking. I'm not going to tell you anything till you see it. Okay, the harmonic tremor chart. And again, I'm a little bit dismayed because, whoa, that's really moving. We should be seeing the data right to the end. But I just noticed this big spike here, and that's kind of interesting. We'll have a look, but anyway, data. I need to slide just a little bit. There we go. Oh, I messed it up. Anyway, so we're not seeing the data that we should be here, but what we do see is some little spikes in here, and I don't know if that's because of the malfunction of the system, or if those are actually earthquakes in there. That would indicate about 5 little tremors right there, and we'll have to take a look and see if that is the case. We'll take a look down further here in the Grindavik chart and see if that one is showing anything. And look at that, spikes right off the chart. Okay, so that looks like at least three big quakes, and I will have to definitely redo my quake maps because this just happened. So we will see where that is in our earthquakes, and that is something really strange. Something happened at the top of the peninsula. Okay, well, we'll have a look. Because that is pretty evident in a lot of the charts. We can see, as we're going through, pretty much every one of them has got spikes in it that are definitely big. So if we go up further, yeah, it's telling us that something is going on. Anyway, let's go over there to the earthquake maps, and we will refresh them as we go. And I don't know if I refreshed that one at all, but I'm going to find it. There it is, and we're actually going to go over to the other one and refresh this one as well. And this one we're going to get rid of and get a new one. Hey, look at that other one. We'll see in a second, you guys. And it should be interesting if they're on all the maps. And yeah, I don't know if that one's got everything on there because it doesn't look as big as the other ones. Okay, let's refresh this one and have a quick look. And yeah, I don't think this one has the latest and greatest activity on it, but we do see a bunch of stuff. We will get back to that chart in a minute. I want to go back to this guy first and see if it shows up here. Yes, there. That's what I wanted to see. And this is the activity. I said that there's 3 of 4. I see 4 stars here. And that is pretty interesting and makes a guy wonder. So let's have a look at these and see how big they actually are. Whoop, wipe one of them out. There we go. And they all seem to have friends too, from the looks of things. This 2.0 happened at 16:59 today, and 1.1 kilometers down for that 2.0. So not very far down. Where's our other one here? There it is, the 3.4. And that one is also 1.1 kilometer down. Not very far. 1536 is the time on that. And makes a person wonder, okay, 1.1 kilometer down, that's not very far down in the depths at all. Definitely something major going on there. This 3.2 is also 1.1 kilometer down, 1555 on this one. So we definitely have something going on. We also had another 2 or something up here somewhere. There it is, 2.2. And just want to see the depth on that. Also 1.1 kilometer. And 1609 for that 2.2. So definitely something. Dr. Volcano XVR. Dr. XVX? I don't know. We'll have to work on that. Right now I'm too interested in seeing why we've got these bigger earthquakes happening. And did somebody drop a bomb or something here? Holy mackerel. And I said there was 4 stars. I must have been seeing 4 stars. Look at all of this mess. Wow, that is just incredible. Well, let's start over here and see what the depths are. Yona, welcome. Good to see you on board. Also, I didn't say hi to Major. Major, how you doing? Good to see you. And Yvonne is here. Welcome, Yvonne. Let's see, did I miss anyone else? Underwater volcano. I don't think it's going to be an underwater volcano. I think it's a plate movement, tectonic in nature, but we'll see. This one, however, is 7.1 kilometers down, 3.2, 1521 today. And let's have a look at these ones a little further away. This guy, 7 kilometers down as well, a 1.3, 1536. Sounds like a familiar time. 1621 on this of 1.4, and it is 4.6 kilometers down. Let's grab some other ones in between here and see. 7.5 kilometers down for this 1.7, 1602. And let's have a look at this 1.8 right here. 7.3 kilometers down, 1605. So this sounds like a progressive tear to me so far. I'm not sure what else it could be, but let's continue. 6.2, 1.5 on the scale, and 1626. We'll go to this 2.3 right there, 6.5 kilometers down, 2.3 in magnitude, 1605. And I'm getting awful close here. Why is that thing zooming in again? This guy, 5.7 kilometers down, 1.6 in magnitude. Okay, hang on. Telmo, do analysis of volcano near Philippines, please. Let's see how it's working. Telmo, when we get to it. Right now we're doing this. So once we get done with Iceland, we will look at the other volcanoes. This gets priority, so please. And we will get to it though, I promise. I guarantee it. All right, this 3.0 right here, 1646. That one says a 1.0 magnitude. There must be a 1 underneath there somewhere as well. Yep, let me zoom in a little bit more. And yeah, there's the one right there. That's what we were picking up. There we go, a 6.9, 15:30 was the time on that, and a 3. Let's see, this 1.1 here, a 6.2 kilometers down, 15:43. So, and all in that same time zone. Let's look at the bigger ones here, 3.1, 5.5 kilometers down, 15:28. Let's see if we can get this other one here, 3.9, 6 kilometers down, and 15:21. So that is awful interesting. Then we got another one up here, another 3, and 15:22 is when that one happened. 5.1 kilometers down for that magnitude 3. Another 2.7, not too far away from it. GPS confirms fractured fractured relationship is healing. Oh, that is excellent. Irish monk. Oh boy, Irish monk. Gotta write that down. Thank you kindly for that €3 super chat. Awesome, thanks Irish. And fractured relationship is healing, is it? Or is it breaking up even more? That is the big question. Are we getting movement that's moving things apart? This 2.9, 15:44 was the time on it, 5.7 kilometers down. So they all happened this around the same time zone. 15:23, again 5.5 kilometers down. This is why we've seen all that ruckus on the chart, and there's a lot more there. I don't want to go through every one of them, but as you can see, that is definitely a swarm, and it being on the Rikens Peninsula, there are several things that could be happening there. One is that we are getting a major uplift of some sort, and it is actually shifting outward. So this side over here being the North American plate, and this side over here being the European plate, and they are pulling apart, and we're seeing a little bit of fracturing going on. That is a possibility. There is also a possibility that we have a larger magma intrusion underneath there, but I don't believe that is the case as of yet. Although this may instill a larger magma flow, so definitely I could be doing something, and pretty awesome to see that though. And it is in a less populated area, although Grindavik being here, I'm sure they would have felt some of these larger ones, especially up in the 3s. And thank you for the 5-minute warning, Piggy. And of course, that area, and remember we had that big swarm over here just behind the power plant, and that wasn't too long ago. So gotta wonder what is actually going on. And it really makes a guy scratch his head a little bit. But let's zoom out a little more, and we'll peek at the other portions of Iceland and see what we've got. This stuff out here, not sure what we're going to do with this. because this is also quite active. I need to zoom in a little bit more to get readings on these guys. There we go. 2.9, 2 kilometers down, 5:26 a.m. today. 2.4 here, 4 kilometers down, 9, just about 10 o'clock today, Iceland time, of course. And there's another one there, 2.4, 3.7 kilometers down, 5:01 a.m. This one, pardon me, 2.8 up here, 3.9 kilometers, 9:11 was the time on it today as well. This 2.7, 3.3 kilometers down. So we've got some varying depths here, and even a couple more down here that are part of this whole scenario. 3.9 kilometers down at 10:48 a.m. and then another 2 down here, 5.8. So varying depths. Not sure if this is all part and parcel to the activity here, although the times here don't match these times that we've seen around that 15 and 1600 mark, although there are some that are different times in there as well. Really makes a guy wonder what the heck is going on. I'm just checking up top here to see if there's anything happening up on this side of the ridge. Now remember, we had a massive amount up here not too long ago that we seen, and it was right along the Eurasian side. So there is a possibility that yes, we have something moving. Maybe in fact one of the plates is moving or shifting slightly, and it's causing a little bit of rumble and tear. Those are things I have no way of knowing for sure. Let's see. All right, let me have a look at that. Why is... oh, my email is not responding properly. Why? It's not going very quick. Ha! Things that make you go, Okay, let's try that. There we go. All right. All right. Yeah, we'll get those in there. All right. A little bit of fun came in. Hey, no buffering allowed. I'm looking at my bit rates and they're coming out properly, so we should be okay. Geostorm, I don't know about that, Linda. And remember what I mentioned when we were looking at the USGS charts yesterday, or that we're still down a whole bunch of earthquakes, 300 below average per week. So, you know, to see a bunch all of a sudden, it's just telling me things are maybe letting go or unlocking finally, and we're getting a little bit of movement. But hey, who knows? Anyway, let's pop over to the other one. This one did not have our stuff on it. This would be completely populated, but we do have it on that chart as well, and that is pretty awesome to see all of it. While I'm here, I just want to zoom out. I want to look around a little bit. I don't see anything else other than right in here, and of course that is that big one. 3.89 is what it actually is, 5.96 kilometers down, and that was at 21:21. Pretty cool time too. This other one here was 21:30, 6.8 kilometers down, and pretty awesome. Anyway, you kind of get the gist of what we see there. Now, I don't know when these are from, because they weren't indicated on that other map, and we will have a look at some of these real quick, because I am very, very curious. Anyway, our Ragnar sits right there. That is the little yellow cone, and then these were the other vents that were created. But let's start up here, just have a quick peek happened today, yeah, 9:33 or just about 9:34.5 on that little guy, and that is just I guess I would be up on the hill just north of, or the northwest of Geldingadarla, and this would probably be in right down in the bottom though. This 6:21 a.m. again. This is from today, 6.69, 3.5 kilometers down. This one 0.26, 5.2 kilometers down. Again, 5:58 a.m. Early in the morning. So these things are happening, and then we've got some more that are on the other side of the hill, I guess. 4:36 a.m. 0.58, almost 5 kilometers down. These are just little guys, though, in comparison to what we had seen on the bottom end of the Reikens Peninsula. So, not sure what to make of it, but that may be some prelude activity that we had to that other stuff, because this is all from in the wee hours of the morning, whereas those other ones were right around 1500, 1600. So again, looking here, 10:53 a.m. Messed that one up. 0.43, 5.3 kilometers down. This guy here, just after midnight, at 26 minutes after midnight, 6.2 kilometers down roughly, and it was a 0.62. I kind of snuck that in there. Okay, 0.83, 6.4 kilometers down roughly, and 5:33 a.m. And this other one here's 0.7. 9:41 a.m. So we definitely are getting a lot of activity that we didn't have before, and we do see these other ones around there, and of course this mass right there, that is really, really interesting. And of course that is just about smack dab in the middle. Yes, I know it is Pepsi volcano again. Yeah, let's see, Popo. Yeah, Popo's still smoking. All right, we will finish off with our wonderful stuff in Iceland. Actually, we're pretty much done with it anyway. We've kind of checked the second chart. Makes sense, and we're going to leave it at that for now. We'll maybe sneak back. Pop, it has been released. Oh, no, don't sick the poppet on me. Oh, you know what happens when Papa comes. I get hurt. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here so far. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching Volcano X live stream. And of course, if you haven't hit that like button, please do hit the like button. We want to get to our little mini challenge of the day, which is 150. And that's what we're shooting for. So if we can get you guys to put those, that'd be good. Yes, I'm going to need those, Grandma B. Actually, a whole bunch, that cat scratches. And anyway, for those people who are new and have not yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing if you feel we've earned it. And on that friendly note, I am going to take a 5-minute break. And I will be back after that, and then we will start exploring other volcanoes. Maybe we'll go to the Philippines right away and keep others happy. All right. Keep smiling and see if Popo throws anything out. I'll throw some music back on in the background. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't go away. Thanks. All right, I've got the microphone back on, and I am turning that music down. There we go. And I figured that's the best way to sneak in here and not scare anyone. And I see a few more people popped in. Welcome, you guys. I'm glad to have you on board. Leo Carlson, Paul Williams, as well as Silversmith and Kananaskis Country, Judy McClelland, Spooky Avocado, Diane Craig. Welcome, all you latecomers, and glad to have you all on board. And very nice of you to pop in. We really do appreciate that. You missed the portion about all the stuff that we had. And thank you, Piggy. And Sharon Stewart says, welcome back. Linda Schoof, also welcome back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm glad that everybody is here. Gura says hello to all of them. Okay, I'm free as a bird after the music. What? Free as a bird? Oh, learning to fly, are we? Anyway, yeah, so we already discussed what was going on there in Iceland, roughly as to, you know, what it might be that caused all those quakes on the Reykjanes Peninsula. And we are definitely going to keep an eye on that because, hey, we want to see what happens, right? Dr. Fox, it appears my pet geologist ran out of battery. Thanks, thank the gods. Careful, she's coming back home. And you better watch it. She's got rocks in her hands. Take it easy there, Irish monk. You might be in trouble. Okay, I'll watch what I missed later on the replay. Diane, we will go over it a little bit more later. But for right now, let's just have a little bit of fun and just want to keep smiling and keep everybody happy here. And we will go look at volcanoes right away. But Piggy, we got new wheels for you. Okay, I know it's difficult to deal with all those crayons all the time. Yeah, we got two options. This one here, of course, is a prototype model, and we can put the cart behind it. No, hide in a closet. No, he's not the closet kind, Piggy. Maui Me on board as well. Welcome, Maui Me. Okay, so yeah, the cart goes behind there, and apparently the beach is open, so you could really go with that guy. But we do have an option that this is the prototype version already, but there's another one on the drawing board, and that is this one. And we are thinking you may like that hot rod style more than the race car style on the other one. So that is something that we got to figure out that what you want there, Piggy, because we're not 100% sure yet. But those are those options. I just thought I'd throw them at you, and hopefully, yeah, hot rod is awesome, and hard to choose. Absolutely, Piggy. Okay, so let's get on with our volcanoes. We were looking at Popocatépetl doing its thing, and it apparently is smoking and doing a kind of a weird way of erupting, or whatever you want to call it. But that is Popocatépetl for you. Irish monk life insurance. Wow. It's not. Oh, hang on. Monk life insurance. Irish, that's an awesome super chat. Thank you kindly. Now, may I ask, is the life insurance on you or on Mrs. Irish? I just, never mind. Don't worry, I didn't ask that question. I shouldn't ask that question. Considering your age. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so Popocatépetl doing its thing. If we go to Popocatépetl, that's the opposite side of the volcano, and you can see all that smoke coming right up towards us. So not very good. Anyway, we'll do a real quick peek at, oh yeah, sure, there. That is a Fuego. It's right in there somewhere. Oh, hey, look, there it is. No, that's another cloud that's sitting on top of Fuego. But Fuego is in there somewhere. And maybe we'll see what happens later on when it clears up a little bit. That would be really, really nice. Okay, we will carry on and take a look at what is in the Indonesia area and in the Philippines. So this, of course, was my screenshot of the day when I started out. We'll get rid of that big banner. This is Merapi. Unfortunately, the close-up view that they had originally isn't there anymore, but it was pretty nice looking, and it I thought, yeah, we're gonna have to take a look back in time and see what it was doing. And Merapi is still working on its thing, definitely active. So let me get onto that page, and we will see if we can slide back a little bit in time. Time travel, we'll go back about, I think about here maybe. No, I might be a little bit not far enough. Yeah, a little out of focus there, but one thing that you can see in the background, a very, very clear skies for a change. This camera is out of focus, unfortunately, and this one, it is a little too hard to see on the side there because of the way it is. But we do see that the lava was coming down the hill and definitely continuing its eruptive state. Let's see, this one should be, yeah, this one was a lot better, so let's get on to that one, and that's kind of the one I was actually trying to hit here, and I'm just moving it ahead a little bit time wise, and we'll get it into the right place. Oh, hang on, or did that take off on me? Yeah, that took off on me. It didn't do it. Oh, you little guy. All right, why did it do that? I have no idea. Oh, it's buffering. It threw me off track here. Right there. Let's try it right there. There we can see that lava flowing down the hill. And there, got it going. All right. And yeah, you can see the UFO in the background there. Never mind the UFO. It's just flying by. It's not doing anything. You can leave it alone. But the bacon coming down the hill certainly does look nice. And there's a reasonable amount of it. So definitely seeing the thing sliding along and going quite far this time. I'm glad that they zoomed this out and we don't have any clouds down here. It's nice to be able to see that. And this was like a repetitive eruption where it did it several times, and a little bit more ooh the second time around, and looks pretty awesome. To see that bacon flowing down, yes, it is lumpy bacon, unfortunately. It's more like it's got bacon bits in it. So I'm not sure. That UFO is heading right into the volcano, and yeah, it's going to check out the volcano apparently. But that's a lot of lava coming down that hill, and it will progress quite a ways. I wasn't aware the lava went that far. Okay, actually, Kate. Depending on how bad the eruption is, they've had where the lava itself has made it down to about 5 kilometers. And what it has done, though, once it does get down into those pre-existing spillways that it goes down, they are usually filled with a lot of water and stuff. And from that point, they create pyroclastic flows, and you don't want to be anywhere near it, but they are saying that those flows have gone up to about 7 kilometers in total length, and that is not good. Because they do have roadways that go through some of those interconnecting areas and that. And when that happens, then there's long ways around in other directions to get to it. So that is a little bit of a kind of weird thing, but it happens. Anyway, we were very lucky to be able to see that, because right now, while this was happening, the moon was out and was actually lighting up the top side of this, so visibility was a heck of a lot better this time around. Usually we don't see so well down on the bottom, and it's nice to see the whole thing for a change. So and I noticed that we're actually kind of blessed with good visibility on most of them today. Not all of them though. And that is kind of what it is. But that to me is a pretty good eruption from Merapi, and having seen that, you know, it's quite a bit of material that came down in one shot, right? So I really like seeing that, and hopefully it didn't create any flows or anything that are going to cause people problems. But that was one of the bigger ones, and we'll just scan real quick to see if we can find some other really big ones. And there were some just right before that as well, about 5.5 hours ago. That's this guy here, and it did throw out a little bit more material as well. As you can see, it's oozing out and sliding down the hill. So pretty awesome. And let's see, Juliet, a time machine used by Doctor Who. In the series called, the TARDIS. Well, yeah, that's what the TARDIS is. That's the time machine that Doctor Who used. And we do have another UFO in sight there, flying across the sky. Not sure why, but it's there. Some of it actually may be just a reflection or glare off of, if you watch the flow here, you can see the movement up there. So it's probably bouncing reflective areas back and forth off of the glass, unless they've got a heck of a lot of air traffic. Can you show some, show us everyone's Stromboli. It's cooking? Oh, okay. Well, we can get sneak over there to Stromboli in a minute. Give me a second or two, and we will have a quick peek. And yeah, it's not doing a heck of a lot. It's not doing as much as what we've seen from the other one. I don't know which Stromboli feed you are looking at, but we'll leave this Merapi alone for a second. Just pop over to Stromboli, and there is Italy, Stromboli, spooky avocado. Oh, I'm okay. What? I was watching the volcano. I missed what you said. Yeah, spooky avocado was doing the right thing. Oh, watching volcanoes. That's what we do on this show. There's a whole bunch of them around, and okay, so all right, yeah, let's not worry about that. But anyway, yeah, so actually not too much coming from Stromboli right this very second. We'll try to keep an eye on it, and I want to pop back there a couple of times anyway. We'll see how things go with it. I want to finish up with Merapi and then move over to Simaru, and we'll just slide back a little bit here and see what else Merapi had for larger eruptions. And I think we covered the largest ones there, and when we get back into the earlier parts of their evening, it wasn't quite as active. Not sure, you know, it did look like that. Was pretty good views. So, but we are missing one of the camera views, unfortunately. I do kind of like watching this up here. You see how well it's billowing out. That is pretty awesome to be able to see that. And that would be the other side. So we basically almost, well, we got two sides of the volcano. This and this is roughly the same, and this is on the opposite side. That slide is over there for the lava. And this is the V crater. That looks very, very similar to another one that we've seen. And I'm going to leave this alone. I'm going to actually put that back to current time, and that is what it looks like right now. Very, very smoky, and still clear skies in the background, but very smoky there. Although we do see a cloud sneaking in. That may be its own cloud that it's making or developing, because that almost looks like one of those lenticular clouds that is forming. You never know. Okay, moving on. We want to have a look at Simaru, and Simaru unfortunately is hiding behind a lenticular cloud, and we can't see too much of Simaru itself. I am going to try to do something here and see if we can see their other stream. Give me a second, and we will try to put it over there. Okay, well, that kind of sort of worked, but it didn't. Anyway, that's what it looks like from a longer distance, and they're missing some cameras. So all good though. I'm not too worried about it. We kind of had that close up anyway. We know where it is, and that's right up at the top. That's where the business end of this volcano is, and we don't see anything right now because of that lenticular cloud having formed around the top. And that is the way that one is. Okay, and I don't know anything about what's going on with Krakatoa. I haven't seen any news from it as of late. We will check though. 3-minute warning. Okay, Piggy. Quick peek at what's happening at Sakurajima in Japan. Of course, that is this guy here. And if we pop over to the long range shot, I don't know if that's going to be any better. We are still very early in the morning there, well, 9 a.m. Not that early, but the thing with that is we'll see some of that material burn off a little bit more later in the day once the sun gets a little higher. We hope. Quick peek over at Mount Fuji. Yep, still there. Hasn't blown up. Nobody's abducted it, and the aliens have left it alone for us to look at. Really do like that. And pop this over to our next volcano, and that is also in Japan, Aso-san. And Aso-san is still steaming, not quite anywhere as much as yesterday. I think it may have steamed off some of that extra moisture that it got from the last 2 days of rain. Remember, people, if you haven't hit that like button, make sure you do. Equals Dr. Fox would love you. Yeah, I'll give you a big hug. All right. Anyway, one more here, and then I got a couple pictures, and then it's time to go. Okay. This, of course, is Suwanosejima. Suwanosejima, and that is also in Japan. But that is a horribly, horribly terrible picture. And I always wondered what that volcano really looks like. So, I've done this for you. There you go. You can see what it looks like. There it has 3 active vents. And those look pretty cool, pretty awesome. Looks like a crater within the main caldera, and it's got 2 smokers on the outside of it. That's kind of what I'm seeing there. Not sure how that works. We did have one more picture, a slightly different angle, and that is this. And the other ones, of course, are down on the right-hand side is where the other vents are. So that gives you a little bit more of an idea what we're actually looking at Sakurajima, and hopefully that will be a little bit of a help. And these pictures and photos here are courtesy of the Smithsonian Volcanic Institute. So, and that's where we've got them from. Anyway, we'll turn those two off, and there we go. And we can't see too much coming out of there, even though it is daytime. Oh, hey, they switched it. We got a closer view. Yay. Okay. For a change, hopefully it will continue to do what it's doing. Anyway, it is break time, you guys, and I do want to put you back somewhere where we can see things puffing out. And of course, I thought Popocatépetl was doing such a nice job. Hang on, I'm clicking on the wrong button here, you guys. But I'm going to put you back to Italy. I'll leave you here for right now, and we'll kind of watch that just in case. And on that friendly note, please don't go away. We will have bacon seeds after we come back from the break. But in the meantime, don't go away. Enjoy the views, and I will turn some background music on just so you can try to fall asleep, and hopefully you won't. Okay, so for those good people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, please do consider doing that. And also, if you have not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification if you feel we've earned it. And on that friendly note, I am going to go on a break. So back in 5 minutes with our wonderful bacon seeds. And I see Wee Davy got in here. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Yes, Sacha, don't get sleepy. Okay, got it all, okay. I don't look at the credits, I'm just reading what's never understood. In other live calls. Now I'm fully aware. Oh, okay. Okay, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. We do see a little bit of action from Stromboli, and I will be back in 5 minutes with our wonderful bacon seeds. Keep smiling. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just as that song ended, I gotta make sure Tom is still awake. Tom, are you awake? I hope you're awake. Just got to the driveway, had to slap my face at the stoplight. Oh, glad you made it home, Tom. And awesome. And welcome back, all of you good people. And I'm your host, DrFox2000. You are watching a Volcano X live stream. And we are going to use that new name now. That's going to be a little bit getting used to. But glad that you are here, you guys. Piggy says, Tom would have done it for you. Oh boy, oh boy. The center of La Palma is called Stromboli too, if not mistaken. No, I don't think it's called Stromboli. It's maybe a Stromboli style volcano, but it really isn't. It was not really a Strombolian style. It was a weird eruption. Anyway, I did promise it's bacon seed time, so let's get on it. 15 more likes to go. Oink. Yeah, we'd love to get 15 more likes. That would be awesome, and maybe this will encourage you. And hey, no, not you again. That one said hey yesterday. Where is my cutoff here? I gotta look for. Oh, I messed things up when I did this. Other cart stuff. Okay, anyway, that guy's saying hey. And let's get on to bacon seeds. These are really bacon seeds. So this little happy guy looks like he's cuddling up there, enjoying his day. And just a little wee guy. A little wee piggy. And we love it. And let's move to our next one. And this one is even smaller. This is a wee piggy. A really tiny one. And that's got to be very young. And that is really awesome and cute. A little fella. He looks like he needs a blanket. He's cold. He's getting wrinkles. All right. Next bacon seed. And that is this one. This is a mama with her little baby bacon. And that is pretty awesome. Sue Hayes, what I was thinking was that might be a Shar-Pei piggy. That one. You know, the Shar-Pei wrinkly dogs? That might be a Shar-Pei piggy. I just saying. Anyway, yeah, mama and the baby. And that is pretty awesome. The little guy looks like he's plump and falling asleep. So pretty awesome to see that. Our next one here is this guy, a wood box. Hey, you look like you're smiley and you're enjoying your day. This guy's outside singing away, enjoying life. What a way to go, you guys. Yeah, I'd say I want a pig's life too, but no. So, anyway, okay, what, Shar-Pei, yeah, Shar-Pei type dog, yep, perfect. All right, la, yeah, here is our last bacon seeds, and that's 2 bits of bacon, and these guys are cute. Sitting on that wonderful couch, just minding their own business, having a little cuddle and looking around. So pretty awesome, pretty cool. And yeah, they do look like twins. I was going to say that too. A twin set of piglets. Yep, pretty cool. But let's get back to volcanoes, you guys. We wanted to look at volcano stuff. And I'm not sure where to head first. Let's see. We already looked at some stuff there. Who didn't we look at yet? We didn't look at this guy yet, the super volcano. Uh-oh, what do we got going on here? We got something blinking. This may not be working. That video might be down. I might have to refresh that. It's either that or we've got aliens hovering over that tree over there. All right. Oh, Azores. That's where we can go for a second. Let's have a quick peek over at the Azores. And of course, every time we do this stream during the week, of course, it's later at night there already, and we can only see the outline of Pico Island and with the lights. But oh, hang on, I'm going to take you somewhere else for a second, just for a second, because I think it's a worthwhile view. Right there. That is that's picturesque. I just thought I'd throw that in there. It cleared off of Fuego, and that is the sunset at Fuego. And yes, I did take a picture of that for myself, and that is pretty awesome to see. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Anyway, while that's on the screen, I'm going to go try to refresh that other one at Old Geyser. I mean, Old Faithful, the Old Geyser. Geyser. And see what's going on there. Oh, it's a snowy day there. All right, let's go back to the Old Geyser, and yeah, wallpaper worthy. If it didn't have all that extra print on it, it would be awesome, but it does. Anyway, I did have to move things there a little bit, so hopefully that's, dead on. All right, that is Yellowstone. It is snowing there. Yuck. I don't like snow. We ended up getting a bunch of snow overnight as well, and everything was white this morning. And yeah, it's an Old Geyser. And there you go. So that was pretty awesome. But let's go back over where I was here. I was talking about the Azores, and I got sidetracked. And of course, this is one of the other shots here of the cove, or bay, whatever you want to call it there. Hard to see at night. And this is, of course, the other harbor that we look at. So we typically have two of these harbors that we're looking at, and we see our stuff. But we never see it during the daytime, and we haven't seen it while it was clear. So here you go. This is a little present that I captured later today, of course, and there is Pico Island with its own volcano on it, and it even has snow on the thing. So I think that's a pretty good shot, rather than the stuff that we're normally looking at. And like, if you can compare that shot with this shot, that's kind of what we're looking at. It's the same shot, only this time you can actually see what is there. So that does actually look really, really nice. And this is the first time that I have actually seen it, because it's been cloudy there every time we go there. So very, very hard to get that nice stuff. Anyway, Arizona Snowman just brought up the earthquake map for the Azores, and we will go to that right now. And that is this particular map. Hang on. Why are we not there? Azores. Why is that not showing up? Oh, that's because I got that picture there. I got it. All right. There we go. Those are our latest earthquakes. We don't see anything flashing on the screen other than this little tiny one right in here. And that is a very, very small. Happened today. 1658 was the time. And that, of course, is a 1 in magnitude. Very, very small, and not really anything to speak of. We do see some of these other ones here. They zoomed out. We did have an offshore 2.3. Where's this guy at? This is the 2 from the other day. No, this is today as well. This is also from today. So these 3 were from today, plus that little 1.0. So we actually had 4 quakes there. 2.1, this 2.0, and this guy 2.3, and that's what we're looking at. And the little one, of course. Zoom in. Yeah, there we go. And that is what we're seeing right there. And of course, this whole mess here, I don't know why they don't get rid of some of the ones that we've seen before, but there may be a way to do it. I don't know yet on this particular map. Or if they remove them after 5 days, that would be pretty cool if they did. But they show here 5+ days. So I'm not sure exactly how that works on this map yet. And still a learning curve, if you will. And we'll have to see how that works. But you guys can mess around with it. And of course down here you can go through all of the earthquakes if you like. And it's pretty awesome to see. I do want to zoom out a little bit and just kind of check the area for other quakes. We do see, so this one was one of the newer ones at 2.3, and again we're zooming in by itself. Not sure why. My mouse is doing double clicks or something, and we don't see anything else around over here, the other islands. That's what I was looking for, to see if we had any action anywhere, and not really seeing anything. So if we zoom out a little bit more, because this is concentrated for the Azores only, we're still not seeing anything any further away. So that's about it. You know, I don't know what else we can do with it. It's pretty cool that we see it, but definitely nothing major going on there right now. The 2 little quakes are interesting, but I'm not going to worry about them, because that's not a major eruption of any type. I'm from the last state next to Uruguay, where we don't eat honey, we eat bees. It's a joke. Okay. Don't eat bees. That'll give you a buzz. Oh, anyway, that I think was a nice shot and a nice capture. So hopefully that puts a little bit more light in what's behind those clouds over there. Cool shot. So, all right, let us carry on. We will go back through our list of volcanoes real quick and see what's happening. And of course, there is Fuego going down in its sunshine, and colorful sights. It looks pretty awesome. And we will have another look here at Popocatépetl, still throwing out more ash. It took a little break, but it got its breath and it's pushing again. So all cool. Let's go down the coast a little bit further, and before it gets too dark. And this is Tolica in Nicaragua. Definitely still smoking. We did notice that earlier. We did finally get a new picture from Messiah. It finally updated. It was stuck on the 9th for the longest time, but we do have that new picture, and you can see how deep that actually is, that vertical wall, and that's scary. That is a pit. If you want to throw somebody in, this would be one where you would have 0 survival rate. Good night, Tetra, if you're going, and take care. Who else is going? Is Linda going too? Linda, good night, Linda, if you're going. And I think that's it. The same activity that happened in La Palma weeks before the eruption. yeah, we had all kinds of stuff happen before, but in La Palma, it continued to shake like crazy, and then it started erupting. It never slowed down. Whereas if you take a look at Iceland, though, you've seen the variance there. It would shake in one area, and then all of a sudden, the next thing you know, it would move to another area. And everybody thought, okay, so the eruption isn't going to happen at Kilir. It's going to go down by the coast. And then all of a sudden, it decided to move again and popped up in Geldingadara. So it's always kind of weird that way. You never know when these things happen. And while we're in Nicaragua looking at volcanoes, San Cristobal, and that one isn't doing a darn thing. So we will leave that one alone. And I'm going to put it back here on Popocatépetl for a second while I get my bearings to head to the next place. And I think we'll pop over to Hawaii real quick. And I haven't really refreshed anything for Hawaii, but there is a Hawaii. And let me get onto that screen. And let's see if I got this set right here. I think I need, yeah, that one on, this one off. That'll work, I do believe. We will look at that one first. This is, of course, the far side, as we call it. We'll refresh that, and that's what it looks like now. Nice and full. So we did have a bunch of lava flow, and you can see that's the opening where it flowed into what we refer to as the toe. And the lava level, you can see, is quite high in that pond. That is pretty awesome to see. Let's have a look at the other side. This, of course, was the main vent area, 2:31 this morning, Hawaii time. And you can see that's the primary, and we see all kinds of neat lava cracks behind everything. Would have been awesome and cool had it not been raining. And then our good friend Two Pineapples was actually planning to go up this morning, but it never did happen because of the deluge of the downpours they were getting, the big rain piles. Anyway, later in the day, we see that this is still here, smoking away like crazy. We do see less lava in here now, and that may have stopped flowing for a little while, and it will probably rebuild later on. This was, of course, from early in the morning at 2:28 Hawaii time, showing where that lava had flown, and usually we don't see it flowing back. This is your primary vent underneath here with those hornitos, and that's that little one where it was flowing in the tube into that main lake area. So to see all that lava behind here makes you wonder, did this thing spring a leak somewhere and it's now shooting up behind? Are we going to get a oh, hang on, I gotta see if I can bring that down a little bit. Hang on. There we go. That looks better. Okay, now you can see it a little more, right along the edge. So that is a little bit weird. So, but a lot of lava sitting there behind it. So that's your primary vent right there, and that's that secondary one. So good question as to what's going on, and we will see. I don't know if that's refreshed. Let's refresh it, and there it is. Yeah, that is the refreshed version, and we can definitely see that things in the back here have cooled off, and we now see where the lava was coming from, and that looks like a new opening on that's that primary vent, those multiple hornito stacks there, if you want to call them that, and that's where it was leaking out. That is pretty interesting. And then, of course, we have the lava tubes going into this guy, and them going down into the pond here, flooding things out. So a new opening on the backside, really interesting. And if it doesn't plug itself up, we'll continue to see that in the future. Pretty awesome stuff. And let's zoom out a little bit. Actually, I think I need to refresh this one. I haven't done that today yet. And of course, this is the Hawaiian Islands, and you can kind of see the chain there all the way along. And while we're in this mode, you can kind of also see that out here, this is the area that's been getting swarmed a little bit. That's the Loihi Seamound. We figure the hot spot is right underneath there, and something is moving over here, and these are down, not very far. So 4.5 miles, roughly about 7 kilometers down. Some of them very close to the top. That's only 0.2 of a mile down for that 2.6. These are older though, and the yellow ones, we don't really need to worry about them. We like the red ones because we always eat those first. Okay, let's make our map look a little more pretty. There we go. And get that out of there. Quick peek. Actually, let's have a peek over at the other side here. Not seeing anything new over here in our little stack. That's all going to disappear pretty soon. I don't know why they're even showing it yet, and that's from last month. We really don't need that data. Just clutters the place up. Don't see anything sticking out here in a red form. We do have this one here from the 10th. That's just a little guy, and I'm not going to worry about him either. We do see from the 11th there's a few in here, but I don't see anything really new. This one here, 1:31 a.m. on the 12th today, of course, 2.1, 20.7 miles down. That one's from the 10th. This one is from the 11th. So a lot of old stuff on here as well. Not really doing a heck of a lot. Anyway, we'll zoom into the crater here real quick, and we'll kind of wrap up with Hawaii. So that is the caldera within the caldera within the caldera. And of course, we see a quake down here from 1134, a 1.6, a 0.4 of a mile down, straight underneath the caldera. So I believe that has something to do with the lava flow. Maybe something collapsed and we're not flowing as well as we were before, but we'll see what happens in the future. Anyway, for those people who are so inclined, yeah, it is Pepsi time. Thank you. For those who are inclined, if you want to go have a look at this, HawaiiMap.com, or sorry, Hawaii Map is the shortcut in there, and you can type that in to bring that up. My bad. And of course, you got all kinds of tilt meters and gas meters and cameras here you can take a look at, as well as seismographs. So you'll see those bigger quakes if you're looking at them, like right there, and this kind of stuff, right? And you guys can peruse that on your own, but that is Hawaii Map is the shortcut, so that'll work for you. All right, on that note, it is break time. I am going to find a volcano to throw you back onto. Pardon me. That's already making me choke. Hang on. Yeah, we've got a volcano that's doing something. So I want to put it back there, and I am going to leave it there for my break. And hopefully Popocatépetl will give us some lava right away. That would be awesome to see, wouldn't it? I haven't seen any lava come out of this yet. All right, on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000. Let's hit that like button if you guys haven't done so yet. Really close to 100, so let's push it up and over real quick, and we will do our things. Dr. Fox says I have to go to Canada to try one. What? What are you gonna try? Piggy. Okay. Anyway, hit that like button. We're 2 away there from 100, and we got to try to get that up there. And for the new people in the stream, if you have not yet subscribed, please do consider giving the red button a quick click there. Taco? Okay, you want to go get a taco. All right, no worries, Piggy. And it's all good. Okay, I'm going to go for that break. Keep smiling, everyone. Enjoy your tacos and steaks while I'm gone. And that would be pretty cool. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Thanks, guys. Hey, I didn't turn that music off. What the heck happened to it? Just checking all my bits and things. Anyway, welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching our wonderful Volcano X live stream. So, pretty cool. Juliana is in the house. Welcome, Juliana, as well as Daryl R. Good to see you guys. And thank you, Leo and Sue Hayes. for the welcome backs, as well as Paul Williams and DJ and everybody else. Talk what? No, Talk O. Talk O is what it is. It's a taco. Anyway, you're watching a wonderful Popocatépetl smoking like crazy, and maybe it will finally start erupting for us. That would be really, really awesome, and I wouldn't mind seeing that. I will definitely be monitoring it tonight to see if anything happens. Mrs. Elena, aka Mrs. Monk, applauds you. Why, Irish Monk, that is awesome, and I really do appreciate that kind applause. That is really cool. How are you getting away with calling her Miss Monk? Wasn't it supposed to be Miss Irish or Miss Elena? Oh boy, I know we're gonna get you in trouble yet, but hopefully it's okay. And thank you. I really do appreciate that wonderful super chat. Okay, looking at what Popo is doing, it's really interesting to me to see it doing what it is doing, because normally we don't see that from this particular volcano. And I know it does erupt quite well when it does. I've seen some pictures, but I have never seen anything really coming out of it other than just little itty bitty bits. Yeah, and yes, Juliana, it is very, very active, and it's being very dirty too, with all that smoke. But that is okay. Anyway, we will get back to other places and have a quick look around and see what's happening with the other volcanoes. So we know Popo is doing its thing. Back to Merapi for a second, having a quick look, and Merapi is still working on its wonderful things. Oh, hey, they got Semeru close-up working. Yay! That is wonderful. So now we can actually see it. And that is a pretty awesome shot. Maybe we will see an eruption coming out of there as well. And as you can see on that particular shot, it is indeed smoking pretty well. I just got to find where the heck it is here. Let's try this one. There we go. Yeah, so we can see it, and in the back part. So it's got like several different cone portions. This one in the front. There's one in the back, and then I think the other side has got some more there. But we also seen material come out of here at one point in time in the very front. And of course, in this crop shot, you're not seeing it, but it's just right underneath where the lettering is. There is about where what came out. So that looks pretty awesome, pretty cool. Don't mind seeing that smoking away like that. And a good view, and it does look nice. So okay, let's see what else we got. Wild game. Oh, okay, I don't need that. And we already looked at Hawaii, so we were done with that. We did look at our wonderful one. You know, what we haven't looked at yet is Ta'al. Let me have a look and see what Ta'al looks like. And I know it was buffering for me earlier here, but let me see if we can get a picture on the screen for you, and hopefully that will work. Get rid of that. And yeah, unfortunately we're not going to see a lot at Ta'al today, and this is the reason. Okay, so it is kind of foggy and cloudy. Apparently it's the season where the water is heating up and evaporating a little bit more, creating clouds or what we call fog. And it is fog, and it is down in the lake caldera itself, so like the entire lake. And Ta'al Lake is a little bit warmer, so pretty cool. Okay, Warm. Cool, warm. Okay, it's warm, it's cool. I don't know. You decide. Anyhow, let's carry on with our other good stuff that we've got on our plate. And let's see. We'll go to earthquakes. I'll go around the world real quick and have a look. Since we've got most of our volcanoes out of the way. And that one I should be able to find. There it is. Okay. And looking for red spots. And don't see anything red. Telling me that we don't have anything that just happened. Well, I do see some red ones, but they're just little tiny ones up here in Alaska. They're always happening there, and always a few little ones along the coastline here of North America, especially the San Andreas Fault area. And if we didn't have that, we'd start getting worried. And speaking of geysers, that is 7 kilometers west-northwest of Geysers, CA, where that little quake happened. And they've had a little swarm there. And you kind of got to wonder, so what? Why is there a swarm there like that? But that normally happens in that location. It's an area that they are taking geothermal heat from. And hopefully it's not going to pop any pipes open or anything like that. And looking at some of the other ones, I noticed we have a bigger quake here. That happened today at 5:44 a.m. 112 kilometers down. Wow. And that was a 5.0 out here at Sandwich Islands, or South Sandwich Island. And we do see this newer one here. Namibia, that's a different location for a quake. Don't usually see them there, but that is the 5.0, 10 kilometers down, happened at 14:35. And newer one right here between Madagascar and Africa, the continent, and that one is 10 kilometers down, 105 kilometers east of Antonio Enes, Mozambique, so in the middle of the pond. And that's about it for really big ones that we see on this map. I'm not going to worry about it so much. Let's look at our quick look at our volcano map around the world, and it really hasn't changed much from what I've seen. A matter of fact, let's refresh it. It is about 2 hours or 3 hours old. And I just want to make sure I have everything on there that we need to have. And we'll slide it back over. There we go. Of course, up here, Astia, and we got Fregadofjall, or what are they calling this? Oh, there's a 4.2. Did another quake happen there? 4.2 now? We'll have to check back with that and see if we've got something else that happened. Because the largest we seen there was a 3.9. So actually, yeah, let's do that real quick. Just take a look and see if they'd had another one. I'm going to refresh that screen. Give me a second. And because we had the 3.89 was the big one that we seen there. And are they showing anything bigger? Is this? No, that's not even showing that one. Okay, 3.89, so it's not a 4.2. They must have a pre-downgraded particular type thing. Okay, anyway, we'll get back to where we were here. So that's probably what we're seeing there. And going down here to the Azores, São Jorge right there, and still in yellow. We haven't seen any more activity other than what we noticed, those 3 quakes today. This yellow one right there is my wonderful Cumbre Vieja friend, and I really do like that volcano. Let me see if I can get onto that map again, though. Where is it? moved around so much I forgot where my mouse is going. And down here, South Sandwich Islands, we had that 5.0. We've seen that. If we zoom in into Central and Southern America, we don't see too much more new activity. Of course, that is Popocatépetl, just south of Mexico. We did have this about 40 minutes ago, according to this, 4.2. So I don't know if that has anything to do with what's going on at Popo right now, but that is there. Then, of course, Fuego is in here, as well as the other ones. Also had a 22 minutes ago, a 4.0 there as well, which is actually in Mexico. But Fuego and Santiaguto, if I said it right, is right there in Guatemala. Then, of course, Nicaragua, Tolica, we looked at Messiah, we had a quick peek. And of course, there's other ones here in Costa Rica that we haven't really looked at, but they're all there doing their thing, being happy. Wolf Volcano out here still showing active, even though we're not seeing any major off-gassing from it out there on the Galapagos Islands. They have returned, or no, they never did put this guy to orange, or was he orange before? I can't remember now. This Parisi volcano, but Nevado del Aruz still doing its thing. Reventador still full scale, and then of course Sangay from Ecuador still doing its thing. And down here, Sabancaya working away. We'll see if we can get that picture up. Not sure about these guys down on the bottom here. We'll have to do a little bit more inquisitive queries there for those. Okay, I'm going to zoom back out just a little, go back up to Alaska here for a second. So this, of course, they removed that other volcano that they had showing there the other day. They've taken it back off, and Pavlov is still here, Great Sitkans, and Semi Soponocchio, yeah, whatever, Pinocchio. Davidoff, still there, I can say that. And our friends out here at the Kamchatka Peninsula are still doing the same thing. Hey, while we're looking at those, why don't I pop over there to our ones up there real quick. Have a quick look at Alaska. If I can find the right screen, that should be this one. Unfortunately, some of them aren't that great of shots, but this is the best that we can pull out of Pavlov for today, and that is actually not that bad of a shot. Not as good as yesterday's, but not bad. And for a change, we see most of the Great Sitkans, and we see how much snow was still sitting on it. And that tells you that it is a cold, cold place up there. And of course, that's the one side of the Sitkans. And if we go there, you can actually see it for a change from this side. Usually it's our alien eyes up here looking for it, but today we don't need alien eyes, we can actually see it. So there it is from the other angle, and that looks pretty awesome. And the picture here, this was actually a picture from the 7th from Semi, from this particular camera. So that's why it looks similar to something we've already seen. Anyway, let's go back to our volcano map. So that was these guys here that we just looked at, those pictures, and that gives you a pretty good shot of what we've got. Need to get myself back on the right map here, and there we go. And yeah, so most of everything is still pretty decently the same. We've got yeah, and again, ooh, they took White Isle Volcano off. We got Ruapehu in New Zealand showing here. And I'm going to zoom in and see if that's just an error or something. But yeah, White Island Volcano is no longer considered to be a bad guy, and he's not on the map anymore. So I'm wondering what the heck is going on. Anyway, this is out here in the Tonga area, and you've got Tafua and Hunga Tonga Hunga Ha'apai, and also Yasur, are very, very old and long-lived volcano that has been erupting over 870 years continuously without stopping. So busy guy, that guy. Anyway, he's got his friends there. Not going to worry about those guys or these other ones. But Papua New Guinea area, everything is always interesting because it's such a dynamic area. The whole area down here, Philippines, Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, and you know, the Solomons and Fiji, everything. It's all volatile ground as far as I'm concerned, with so many subduction zones. Thanks, Doc, and everyone for the chance. Peace. Daryl R., thank you kindly for that wonderful $2 super chat. Daryl R., and I keep putting one L. It's two L's at the end. Okay, there we go. Thank you kindly for the $2 super chat. That's awesome, Daryl. And you are very welcome. All right. These guys, so Krakatoa there, Merapi, and Semeru, and then of course the Leolotok is this guy here, still doing the same things. And we zoom in a little bit in the Philippines here, and of course Taal, I should say, that is our volcano within the lake, and that's the lake I was talking about, was steaming. And of course we have the lake inside the caldera here as well, so that one normally steams. This one only steams when it's morning, and it basically burns off the dew with the sun, kind of thing. But if that volcano ever went, it would be a great catastrophe, in the sense of this is where the city of Manila is. So like the population density around here is very, very high. So hopefully this thing won't pop for a long, long time, and people will be prepared if something does happen there. So that's kind of what's going on that side of the world. We'll move over to Africa. Of course, Mayat out here beside Madagascar, still doing its thing. And our black lava volcano is still down here in Tanzania, DR Congo, and still working away. Urta Ale, the wonderful gas pit, which is actually more of a lava pit too, really, doing its thing. Leo Carlson, wow, thank you kindly for that wonderful super chat, Leo. Leo Carlson, I'm writing that down. And that is awesome. Thank you for the $30.99 super chat from Australia, and that is absolutely wonderful. Thank you kindly, and I'm glad you appreciate what I do. That makes me feel good. All right, and thank you very kindly, Leo. I do appreciate that support. Looking at Italy here real quick, so Etna, Volcano in between, and Semeru, or not Semeru, Stromboli, yeah, there we go. And those three are still doing their thing. Nothing has been changed or upgraded. Campi is still there doing its thing, and Mount Vesuvius is kind of right across the street from Campi, so if one or the other ever went, we would be in trouble, or the Italians would be in trouble. Anyway, there's Cumbre Vieja, and of course Seo George out here in the Azores. Let's zoom back out of that, and I think we're good for this for right now. That is pretty awesome. Nothing too dangerous or new or weird. and let us go over to our weather maps, and we will see what we can do. I think SO2 is first, and I am going to do a real quick re-update just so I have the absolute latest. And quick, whoa, I didn't want that guy there. Trying to slide that down. Looking at North America, we are getting a lot of this weird circulations happening here and up north as well. And I'm not sure, but it is sending a lot of that SO2 up into northern Canadian and Alaskan areas, which are really, really weird. And then, of course, we see a bunch of spots down here. It was very hot in Texas today, so I'm not sure if some of that circulation is being pulled back in by all that heat that's down there now. I'm hoping that heat pushes up towards us a little bit more and warms us up. Hey, don't swear. Ice bugs are bad. Oh, you got snow there, C&D boy? That's too bad. And we don't like snow. Anyway, looking at our SO2 levels, we see that everything that was coming off of Mexico City and Popocatépetl is heading out into the Gulf and probably hitting Texas and Louisiana, those areas. Not overly bad though. Zooming in a little bit into Central America. And of course, Guatemala, you'll have your Fuego doing its thing there. And we looked at the guys in Nicaragua. Matter of fact, this camera is showing Messiah, and Messiah is glowing. And then we've got a couple aliens right there as well. Don't mind the aliens, they're just checking things out. It's all right. But yeah, definitely a glow up in Messiah now, and we'll have to take a look later on and see what happens. And let's see, where's this guy pointed? And this guy. No, these are just street views. Some of them actually, some of the cameras on here are actually looking at the volcanoes. But anyway, Colombia, we do see our stuff here still doing its thing. Not as much SO2 coming out of our ones in Ecuador here, which is a little bit odd, but we don't mind that. And again, as I mentioned, a Wolf volcano out here on the Galapagos Islands, even though it is still in an eruptive state, it wasn't doing as much today. Also, coming down the coast, we do see a lot of this pollution here, and kind of have to wonder, so where the heck is all of this coming from? And is it just being pushed together in one area? We know that the volcano is right around here, and that's Sabancaya, but I didn't think it was going to be responsible for all of that. So we may have some other stuff going on there. They might have some fires or something going there as well. Don't know that, but we'll have to take a look. Zoom back out a little bit. We'll move over into the Pacific. Quick peek at the Kamchatka Peninsula, and you can definitely see the streams of SO2 coming off of there, flowing out and into this kind of a curly-whirly thing that we've got happening up here in the Aleutian Islands and that area. So pretty interesting. And we also have a big flow coming out into the Pacific out of China, which is also creating a bunch of that whirlwind type stuff. Out here again, these are some of the other cameras. You guys can always go to windy.com and have a look. They do have cameras for all kinds of places around the world, and you are more than welcome to go there. And that is just simply windy.com, just like what it says right up there, and that will bring up this map for you. And of course, I've set mine with the extra layers. I've activated the SO2, and you can do that as well if you like, or you can turn on other functions, so not a worry. Brian, a rock rail fan, hello and goodbye, and thanks for popping in. Do appreciate you being here, Brian. And let's get back out here Not seeing as much off-gassing from there. I don't know if this is mainly human pollution or not, but it doesn't look like too much else. There may be a little bit of activity out here on some of those volcanoes, but nothing too major. This circulation looks a little suspicious. We'll see what happens. When we are down here, of course, White Isle volcano no longer on the active list, and we are still seeing a very little bit of SO2 coming from it, but Ruapehu out here on the mainland of New Zealand not showing up. Hunga Tonga or Tonga area and Tafua would be right there, and of course this is Yasur, and there we have a picture of Yasur, and I wonder how well that works if we do that. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so yeah, that's Yasur, and that works. Pretty cool. And then the other volcanoes are over there doing their thing. Zooming back out, sliding over, not quite as much coming from Luolatuk, but we do see the plumes coming off of this would be Semeru, and this would be the material coming off of Merapi, and over here is a combination of the city of Jakarta as well as Krakatoa. So that kind of gives you what we've got there. Looking down here, South Africa, we know that a lot of that is from industrial stuff and their mines, of course, gold and platinum mining in that area. And this is our guy in DR Congo. Definitely still throwing off a lot of SO2. This is man-made pollution, and these areas here, Saudi Arabia, hopefully they'll figure out how to control that a little bit. And we are seeing a little bit more off-gassing here. Mount Etna would be right in here, and this is actually one of the harbor shots, I do believe, on Volcano, and over here is where our other friend Stromboli lives, right? So those would be right there, and that's what's causing this. Looks pretty normal. Getting up to Iceland, don't see very much at all there as far as anything that is concern. So not to worry, I don't think. Iceland is good. Most of Europe is looking pretty clean, and well, we got some up here in Germany, but that's not too thick. France and Spain. Spain looks really clean right now. They got nice looking skies there. Of course, here's all the other cameras out here. This one is what is it? Villa di Corvo, and that is one of the Azore Islands that we're looking at. Awesome shot. I'm surprised that it's still light there. This is one of the other harbor shots, I do believe. I'm not sure which one that is. Yeah. Bahia D. Okay. I'm not going to remember that. This is another one that we got out there. Anyway, you guys can always go to windy.com and check those cameras out on your own. And I have a couple of times. There's some real neat shots in there that look real good. Okay, let's pop over to our weather map, and this, of course, Ventuski or Ventusky, and it is pretty awesome. Good program. I'm going to refresh it though, and that should work okay. And we will move it around a little bit, make sure it's loaded up, and we'll start in North America, and we do see that we did have a very big heat ridge, and that was actually even pushing in more. It's evening now, but during the daytime that was very strong, pushing northward, and it was very hot down in Texas and those places. Have I ever stayed in a cabin? Yes, I have, Lisa. A log cabin. and it freaked me out. But it was in the summertime, so it wasn't bad. I didn't mind it. Anyway, getting back to what we're seeing, Central America, quite warm. We're seeing beautiful temperatures there. Not too much that is going to scare anyone in North America, other than this cold. This cold. We don't want this cold. Somebody take the cold away. And of course, this system here is not pushing far enough north, and diverting it. So I'm hoping that we're going to get it diverted, and I bet you that they're going to see some snow up here in Minnesota and those areas very shortly. Anyway, sliding over, take a quick look at Iceland's weather. Temperature-wise, 1 to 2 degrees, not very warm right now. It is nighttime there, so, or evening, and we do see that it is being hit with warmer air, so it will probably warm up a little bit. It was getting hit with the northern air from before, but now it's getting Gulf Stream air that's being kind of recirculated, and that is not bad. Don't mind that. Looking here, Irish monk and his kin will be out here somewhere basking in the very warm, balmy temperatures of 8 or 9 degrees Celsius. England is even hotter at a whopping 11 in some spots. It's t-shirt weather time. Looks pretty good. Fuego is popping off. Is it? Really? Fuego? No, that's Popo. Hang on. Let's see if we can find a Fuego. Yep. It is. Popo? No. Fuego. Yeah. Yep. That is Fuego. That may be my end shot. And welcome, Oz. Thanks for mentioning that. And glad you did. Popo was hiding in the clouds all day. I'm glad he finally came out. Okay, let me get back to my weather. Whether or not we like it is still debatable, I guess. Spain's still a little bit cool. I'm not sure why, but France is warmer than Spain. Makes a guy wonder. Even more parts of Germany are fairly warm. They had fairly decent weather today, so that's all good. So everybody along the coast here had good weather. Looking at Italy, still kind of cool. Why is that coming up? Anyway, the boot down here, of course, Etna and those guys are down here. It's warming up. The snow is melting off of Etna, which is really good. Looking down here a little bit more, Crete isn't too bad, and of course Piggy, who is out on the island of Kos, they've got some balmy warm winds there. That is absolutely beautiful. 15 degrees Celsius, 14 for right now, this time of night. That is really, whoa, hang on, why is that screen not on the right screen? It's still stuck on Fuego. I hit that map, darn it. Go back to my weather map. There's the island of Kos, and that's what we're seeing. You didn't need to look at all that other stuff anyway. Oh boy. Anyway, what I was talking about here, there, just a quick look. Germany and France, and of course Spain being cooler, warmer in Ireland, but warmer in England than Ireland actually. That's kind of where what I missed there. Sorry guys. And screen change, yeah, it got stuck on Fuego. That's where it wants to be. Anyway, popping along a little bit more to see what else we got on the northern hemisphere. Don't see too terribly much, but we do see this rotations stuff out here in the Pacific. We got 3 big rotations going on there, and then multiple off the coast here, and a couple of eyeballs looking at you right there. If we go down, and of course this is that big storm. I don't know why it hasn't moved. I think it was there yesterday as well, about the same place. So if it stays out off the coast, I'm sure they don't mind it being there. But Probably have to divert ships around it or something if it's really nasty. Australia's looking pretty awesome and balmy, and we do have some nice temperatures up in the northern areas, and a little cooler down on the bottom side down in Melbourne, about 16, Sydney showing 18, Brisbane 24, so a little warmer in Brisbane, and so Oz is probably having a nice day today. At least I hope Oz is, and that would be pretty cool. And all right, what? Who's got flat heads? Just reading what's going on the screen. Never mind. I'll just go back to doing my show here. Big circulation right over top of roughly where that White Isle volcano is, and maybe that circulation sucked it up. We had something pull it out. I don't know. A big tornado pulled the volcano away. Who knows? Looks not bad there though, and that's kind of it for our temperatures around the world. We do see warmer areas. Of course, our equatorial zone is quite warm. Let's get into the precipitation real quick. I have a quick look at it, and we do see along that center stretch all the way across the planet is our equatorial storm system that seems to be happening for a while now, and kind of makes me wonder. Anyway, back into North America to see where that snow is. Yep, down in the U.S., some of that, what I was saying, that the storm here is drawing in some of that northern air, and they are going to get some snow in the western, northwest U.S., and of course some in Canada as well. And as C&D Boy mentioned, he's getting some flakes coming down now, so that is out there, but I'm sure they're going to see some Great Lake effect storms coming through here if this system continues to move upward, and pretty awesome. And of course you see these other storms cooking, and this one is pretty nasty. Looking at what they're going to expect here in Iceland, not so much snow. Looks like our area over here, Reykjanes Peninsula, is going to actually stay fairly dry, and we see what's happening here, and hopefully some of this snow is going to head out that way and not bother anyone. We do have some storms up here by Scotland and all the way over to Norway, so and just touching Denmark just a little bit as well. Pretty wild. Okay, and of course down here again we see this. Boy, that poor island there, they really get stormed on, and this is why it is so cool there in Spain. Makes me wonder, and I'm wondering if that circulation is going to get going again, and they'll get some more Kalima winds after this. Zooming back out, we did want to check the weather for Piggy real quick, and no precipitation. None around for a while, so she should be good. And up in the northern parts here, I didn't go up here. I wanted to see, there's another circulation there. Looks like Norway's got some snow, but not so much in Sweden this time around. Finland's getting some though, not a heck of a lot. And one of these things, freezing rain, boy, that'll be bad. And that whole band into Russia there, and of course other areas, looking pretty awesome. And let's see, yeah, that big storm, that is really incredible to see. 37 millimeters, 38 millimeters of rain in some spots, 39. Wow. That's per 3 hours that you're getting, and that is pretty awesome to see. But that is drawing away from most of those areas, so hopefully they're not going to be too affected by what's going on there. And I think we're just about good with looking at everything else. We do see a lot of storms are brewing, active stuff going around in circles down here, telling us our weather system is fully active around the world, doing its thing, and nothing is stalling out. And I really have to kind of chuckle because there was a senator that once said, if we put too many wind turbines up, we'll use all the wind and we won't have any more. And obviously the guy had no clue on how the atmosphere on our planet works. So a politician is good at politics, not at science. At least not usually. Anyway, let's take a final look at temperatures, and we'll find that cold spot. Minus 65 I see already, and that was right in there. So minus 66, yeah, so minus 66 degrees Celsius down towards the South Pole, and not sure if we're going to find anything colder. Oh, minus 67 on that one. I seen it. It's in here somewhere. But anyway, yeah, minus 66 for sure. 67 was there. But anyway, you'll be warm no matter where you are. So that will be it. Anyway, I'm going to park this back onto, whoop, not there. How about this one? No, that's not Popo. That's Fuego. Actually, I want to have a look at Popo before we take off here for the day. And let's see, where am I? Right there. Let's boy, Popo is still quite light outside. It is 8:20 p.m. there, and Popo is still pounding out that wonderful plumes of dirty air. And of course we switch back over to the other one here, and this is Fuego, and looks like Fuego's leaving its light on at night now, from the looks of things. Maybe it's getting ready to erupt again. Not sure if it's going to shoot off or not, but I think I will end the stream here for tonight. So thank you everyone for being here. You guys are all awesome, and I do want to thank all of you wonderful people, all of the members in here, everybody who is green and is supporting the channel. Thank you kindly. And just because others have the green and stuff, and you may not, don't feel bad. The biggest thing that you can do is hit that like button and help us out that way, and be a support for the channel. Everybody is still part of our wonderful lava family, so don't ever forget that, please. But a big thank you goes out to the super chatters, and I will read these in the order that I got them. So Irish Monk for the first €5, Irish Monk for the second, for the €2, Linda for $5, Perfectibility 999 for $3, Irish Monk for €3, then for €3.99, and then €5, and that's 5 times that Irish Monk did that today. Thank you very kindly, Irish Monk. That's awesome. And Daryl R. also threw in a $2 super chat, and then Leo Carlson with an Australian $30.99. So thank you all for those wonderful super chats, and really does help support the channel and keeps things going, and I thank you all kindly for that. And like I say, a big thank you to all of you, all the members, and all of everyone that has come in here. That includes my moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, C&D Boy, all doing wonderful work, and thank you all. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And I did go take a physical today, and the doctor says, "Yep, you're all right. You're still grumpy." And while I was there, they poked me with needles and things, and I got a sore arm. But anyway, so yeah, I'm not gonna kick the bucket just yet, according to the doctor. Anyhow, I'm gonna leave it at that, and thank you everyone for being here. Actually, I think I'm gonna put it back on Popocatépetl and add more color, and looks pretty nice. There we go. If the other one pops, I will switch it back over before we take off here. But thank you everyone for being here tonight, and hope you enjoyed the show. Hope it was worth your while for coming in. And please, if you haven't hit that like button yet, do give that like button a quick shot. I see we have 112 likes. Let's see if we can end the day with a few more. Maybe 115 would be nice. We don't have that many people here today, which is okay. It is, what is today? Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Everybody's busy being productive today, so that is the big thing. Anyway, thank you all. Maui Mi says aloha, and again, glad that everyone was here, and hopefully you all enjoyed this wonderful show. Take care, everybody. Be good. Keep smiling, and of course, make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Good night. Take care. By the way, there's one bunny in the yard, and oink oink. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Good night.